Well, that was I thought from start to finish, just a really good performance by our guys. I thought in the first half, defensively we were locked in. They had some offensive rebounds, which we'll look at the film and correct. But I felt like the only time they got really good looks was from our turnovers. Had too many of those in the first half. And in the second half, just played very, very efficient at both ends. But we continue to improve defensively, especially our ball screen defense. I think that's been a big thing with Steve Taylor, with Zach being out. Our ball screen defense hasn't always been where it needed to be, and now it's pretty darn good because Steve has really changed some things and bought into some things and has made a big difference. And a huge credit to John. By far the best he's ever played. And it started yesterday in practice. The positive energy, the positive vibe, the positive leadership he had was absolutely contagious and infectious within our team yesterday and today. The positive talk he had to his teammates was tremendous. And when he does that, he plays better. Jalen Sanford, again, tremendous job at the point guard. And, I thought Jordan Loft does what he does. Navigado made some shots. But start to finish, I thought a good game for us. And we beat a good basketball team. I think that was a little bit more us today than it was them. I think they're a good team, and I think they played pretty well. We just had a good day today.
You scored 20 in the second half. What was the difference for him over the first 20 in the second half?
He didn't pass as much. He had 5 assists at halftime. I mean, we got him the ball, but he kicked it out. He made the right decision. What did we shoot in the first half? 78%. Because Steve Taylor kicked it out for open shots. That's how we got our threes. It wasn't anything different. And we ran, Steve Taylor kicked it out in the second half. He was more one-on-one. He had a little more space to score, but that's really what it was. I mean, he got assists in the first half, and we play through him. We play through the post, and our perimeter players are better when that happens.
Eastern to 57, and you guys at 58. How pleased have you been in the last 2 games with the defensive effort?
I think both games were different. Obviously, when you play Eastern, it's going to be a low possession game, so you really can't look at so much, the point totals because there's such a low possession game. Today was a little bit more possessions in the game, a little bit faster pace, but overall, I am happy with the growth of our defense. We had a good friend in town for a week just to help us on defense. I think it really paid off some dividends.
Have you started to build momentum now, Todd, as we get into the second half of the season and almost that time for the MAC tournament?
We lost 4 out of 5 coming into these last 2 games, and we had 4 out of 5 on the road. Beat a good Ohio U team on the road. Didn't play real well at home against Northern. Played our tails off shorthanded at Ball State. Coulda, shoulda, woulda at Bowling Green. A lot of things with a lot of adversity with this team. And some people may say we're not deep enough, but I got to be honest with you. We're deep enough to win games in this league, and with media timeouts and how we call timeouts and how we practice and how we give our guys time away, we're deep enough to continue to play at a high level. I mean, look at some of the really good teams. Look at Duke. They're playing 6 guys. I mean, so you can do it. And tonight we really played 6. Justin. I would have played more in the second half, but obviously he had a really bad turnover. And I took him out because of it. And that's what happens to freshmen when they turn it over like that.
You're going to a team that's really playing well, especially at home. Have you had a chance? I know you've been busy one game at a time, but have you had a chance to see them yet?
I have.
Video?
Absolutely. I'm because we obviously watch a lot of tape on people we're playing. So I saw him play against Bowling Green. I saw him play against Northern. I saw him some of the teams that we're preparing for, and I trust me when I'm doing that. I always have another notepad that I'm writing notes on Akron and just for different ideas down the road. And they're good. They're Isaiah Johnson. Right now is the best player in our league. And because everything he's on the best. He's the best player on the best team, and that's. So I would say he's the best player in the Mid-American Conference. So we got to do a good job on him. And they put 4 shooters around him. And I think the big difference with their team is they got Kwame Cheatham as a senior that is playing lights out. He right now is a first-team All-League player.
What is my final question would be is how tough it is for you to go go up against a Keith Gambrot team. I talk to coaches and they say it is a challenge to face an Akron team with Keith as the head coach. Can you answer that question?
Got a lot of respect for their program, but Toledo's a good team too.
How much fun or close or whatever you would want to call it is just back this year? I know maybe feeling a little down a week ago. Now, the next thing you know, one game out of second place. Have you ever seen it like this before?
Yeah, I mean, I think the league's been good, but a little bit down. To be honest with you, David, I wasn't down. I was. Our players weren't down. We played some pretty good basketball in that stretch. We were disappointed we lost games, but we certainly weren't down by any stretch.
Another game with the highest total 24-6. How good is this offense? How hard is it to stop moving the ball?
You know, when John passes as well as he did tonight, Jalen obviously moves the ball. You know, Steve's leads us. You know, doesn't lead us in assists in league play. Jalen does, but Steve's a guy that passes out of the post, and we have an unselfish team.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, guys.